This was the year that I manifested my dream life. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Lex Money. In today's video, I thought I would share something a little bit different. The year's ending. This has been the most successful year of my life, and I wanted to keep it real with you guys. I actually started writing some notes to plan this video, but I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to them. You guys are my friends. You guys are my people. I'm just gonna do it off the cuff. What I wanted to show you guys was this, right? This has been instrumental. It's disgusting. This has been instrumental for, I think, a lot of my success this year, guys. Now, I'm going to take you from January. We'll take you maybe month by month. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing this off the rip, guys. But I wanted to show you guys and just let you know that, like, if you guys put your mind to something, you can do it. This time last year, this is December 2024. December 2023, number one, I was a different person. I was, like, smoking weed every day. I was pretty depressed. I was down bad. 2024, I feel like I'm a new man. So whether you're a guy, girl, old, young, if you guys put your mind to something for a year, you can do it. Now, this was like one of the first things I wrote on this manifestation journal, right? I never wanted to have a job. I never wanted to be employed by people. I've always sort of chopped and changed. I've tried a lot of different jobs, guys. Okay, even when I was building the YouTube channel, I tried a lot of different jobs, and I just thought, you know what? I wanna be self-sufficient. Everyone says it. Everyone says that's the dream. Work for yourself. Be your own boss. But I don't think a lot of people understand like what it takes to be your own boss. It's not easy. And as much as it seems like this lavish lifestyle, everyone can, you can choose your own hours. You can work when you want, do this, do that. You can say fuck you to the boss, guys. It's not like that. You don't choose your own hours. You work all the hours, okay? And if you guys saw, one of my first goals was to monetize my YouTube channel. You could see here, little spoiler alert. I wanted sponsors, Patreon. Where am I going to get an extra 2K? And guys, like, to look back at where am I going to get an extra 2K, you guys will see at the end of the video. I'm going to be like super transparent with you. And everyone on YouTube that always like, I'm not doing this to flex, and then they're low-key flexing. I'm just gonna be transparent with you guys, because the beginning of the year I was making like no money, right? I had my money from previous crypto runs, previous jobs, but like in terms of making my own money, I wasn't making my own money, guys. And to think that like I was really stressing over trying to get 2K is crazy right now. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are in that position where you stress, like, if you could make an extra 2K, you'd be absolutely living life, guys. And I think once you do start to make it, once you do start to see that there's possibilities for you guys out there to make more money, it's exponential, and it's like a snowball. Anyway, enough of that. Start in January, guys. In January, I wrote, what am I gonna do this year? This year, I fucking will, okay? And it says on here, 2024, 24K subs, lol. I'm only on 11K, but still, a big goal of mine was to get 10K subs. That was like one of my biggest goals, right? And look, we're at 11 point whatever K right now, maybe more. I wanted to make 100K. I wanted to make 100,000 smackaroonies in a year, and that would have been a big milestone for me to make that. Like, my whole life, I think my most paying job was like nowhere near that, right? So for me, that was like a really big goal. How the hell do people make 100K in a year? That's insane to me. And I wanted to be earning 5K a month through YouTube and Patreon. Okay, that was the only thing that I had foresight for in January. I wanted to have a website. I wanted to help beginners. There you go as well. Make sure I don't know if you can read that, but make sure it's not BS, okay? So don't be one of these scammy little scammers who try and say to you guys, oh yeah, do this, do that, and then you're actually not providing any value, right? I wanted to clear myself and my mum of all our debts, and then spend more time with my family, right? So that was like the main goals of the beginning of the year. Now in January, I pretty much was earning no money, guys. I earned, I think it was around $500. Before then, by the way, when I left my previous job, which was like crypto Web3, I was making something like 3K a month, $4K a month. And for me, I was like, wow, that's insane. How am I ever going to get a job like this again when my contract ended? And for me, the goal was like 3K, get to 2K, get to 3K. I can live comfortably that way as well. So I'd left that job in October 2023. And I said to myself, right, I've got enough savings now before I start dipping into crypto to last me until the new year. And then maybe February. If we're not making any money by February 1st, I'm gonna go and get a job. And I've done loads of jobs, guys. Like, I've done delivering mail. I went to go for like a supermarket job. I've tried to do the online thing as well. I'm not too good for a job. Nobody should be too good for a job. But I said to myself, right, these are my goals. I'm gonna work so hard to get there. And from October to January, I was seeing like no success. YouTube was kind of there. I had like 1K subs, 2K subs. So it wasn't really doing anything. And I wasn't earning any money, guys. So like my expenses were just way more. I've got bills to pay, right? We've got to live. So I was going negative. I was having to withdraw. I remember I started withdrawing going from like my V-chain bag, and I was getting so upset because it took me so long to build it. And I said to myself, come on, one more month. It got to the end of January and I was $500 positive, right? And this was my deadline. I want to say in this time, it was really all or nothing. I gave everything my all. I think a lot of people, they say I'm doing everything I can. I'm working hard. I was working on average like 12, 13 hours a day, every day, Monday to Monday. Okay, wasn't taking a Saturday off to go out with my friends. Wasn't taking Sunday off to go and chill. I was working 13 hours every single day to just try and make this work. So $500 after January, pretty positive stuff. We went into February, guys, and February was the month where I said to myself, right, I really need to start to scale this thing up now. So I said, right, we're going to do the Patreon. We're going to have our YouTube. We're going to try a clothing store, crypto clothing store, right? And put time into that. Try and think outside the box, have different sources of income. They say a millionaire needs 8 sources of income. I only had 2 at that time. So we made the clothing store, got some sales on there. That was great. Took a lot of hours to even start that up because again, guys, I'm doing all this from scratch. Like I didn't have anyone to teach me how to create a YouTube channel. Didn't have anyone to teach me how to set up a private group to teach people what I know. I didn't have anyone to teach me how to set up a store, right? So I'm doing all this online by myself, reading up every single night, watching videos, okay? Everyone can do it. We all have the same access to all of the information as long as you've got internet connection, guys. But I was writing things down and I was thinking, right, what type of person does it take to be successful? I'm a follower. I'm a leader. I'm a successful businessman. That is why I'll hire someone, because obviously successful businessmen. I just assumed that we needed to hire people, right? I'm wealthier than I can ever imagine. I'm happy and I can take care of my friends and family. I'm generous and not greedy. I inspire others to be the best versions of themselves. I've helped so many people achieve financial freedom. That is what my main goals, and they still are to this day, and they probably will be for the rest of my life, right? To help my friends, help my family, inspire you guys. Hopefully when you're watching this video, you've been thinking about it. You've been thinking about doing something, you just get off your ass and do it. Like, I'm a little bit of a harsh person when it comes to people saying, oh, I'm trying but I can't do it and I feel sad. Guys, I was in the worst state of my life when I started this, and I picked myself up and did it, and now I got myself back normal, okay? So when people say I can't do it and I'm depressed and this and that, I can understand that people go through hard times in life. It wasn't just no money. My family was getting ill, okay? 2 core members of my family was getting really ill. Did I let that stop me or make me get in a rut? No, I didn't. I said to myself, right, I need to take control. I need to be the man here. And then what started happening, guys, I'm so glad that I wrote these things down, right? I started my Patreon. Well, I feel like someone is watching over me. Kind of freaks me out, but at the same time, I'm trusting the signs that I'm seeing. Now, I said this title of this video, I think is gonna be like, I manifested my dream life or something. But I've never met someone that is successful that says that manifestation isn't real if you put the hard work in. The more that I believed in it, the more people I met that were on the same journey as me, more successful people that I've met over my life. I've met many very, very successful people that to this day blows my mind that I've even talked to these people, right? It's usually the people that are not successful and they're miserable and they think the world is against them that say manifestation is not real, you're crazy. Go online and Google manifestation. You're gonna see a lot of the top business people. One of the people that really made me start to believe it was Dana White of the UFC started talking about manifestation. I was thinking this guy is like an OBS guy. I didn't think he'll be into all of this stuff. And you know, back in March, I was still a little bit like, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true. Now I'm fully invested, guys. And I noticed the signs now. We'll get into that later. But I said to myself, I'm going to blow up. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to make the most out of this. And I dated it. I said, see you all in summer, lol. I will be earning 5K a month. See you all in summer. And then I dated it there. March, 2nd of March, 2024. That's how we write it in England, guys. But see you all in summer. And now it's the end of the year, okay? In March, we went from January earning $500, February earning about $1,600, to March was my first big month where I'd earned 3K. And that was the same wage that I was on at my previous role. So for me, that was still like the top that I've ever earned in a month. Yes, we've made more in crypto in the last run. But if we're talking about a sustainable income, to me, that was crazy because again, look, we've made a lot of money in crypto, but to make the monthly returns and have that be able to be reinvested, put it aside, whatever you want to do, go spend it, right? That is what we all need to be doing, okay? Not just trying to hope that we have one good bull run. That's not going to last us the rest of our lives, right? So that's why I'm focusing on the monthly. Some of you guys are going to be thinking, well, I thought you had more money, but it's more about how much we earn in a month, right? I keep hustling, I keep grinding, and then it gets to April, and guys, what happened? I started getting sponsors, okay? That was big. A lot of the sponsorships on the channel, I know a lot of you guys don't have YouTube channels. So you're thinking, well, how the hell am I going to make money if you're talking about sponsorships? Yep, that's cool. But remember, I was still doing my own private group. I was still doing my main channel. I was still trying to hustle with the clothing as well, which was still like making a little bit of money each month, guys. And then someone approached me to work on a project with them because they found me on my YouTube channel. I was still maybe like 3.5, 4K at this time. But they said to me, they're like, I really like your content. You know what you're doing. You seem knowledgeable. Do you want to come work with me? And at this point, it was like a say yes to everything. And I still somewhat agree with that. Okay, I'm a bit more selective now, but saying yes to like good projects early on and trying to get your foot in the door, trying to get your name out there, that was what I was all about. And that's what I still am all about, guys. So I started working with that side project. And by the end of April now, we went from around 3K all the way to 6K. So that's going to be in like Patreon, in YouTube, in sponsorships, in website sales, and now working for a second company. 6K. That's insane. Okay, a lot of people on YouTube, they're like, yeah, I make 100K month, 500K month, 200K, 50K month. Guys, we're like, I'm a normal guy just like you guys. Okay, I'm literally the same as you guys. I'm not one of these people who going to try and flex on all of you lot and showing lifestyle. No. My lifestyle is trying to provide for my family, pay off the mortgage, all that sort of stuff. 6K in a month, mind blown. I couldn't believe it. So then I said to myself, I'm going to consistently be earning the following. Then I put a bunch of different things there that I wanted to be earning from. And I said, my goal is now going to be 9K in a month. That's insane. Nearly a 10K month. Everyone goes on about 10K month this, 10K month that. Is it possible? I kept to the grind, guys. And at this point, because I had my first successful month, I'd wrote here and I'd said, it's the end of 2024. And I haven't read this one in a while, but I'm going to read it to you guys. So it's the end of 2024. I'm so happy that I can fully provide for my mum and my sister. I'm financially stable, more reliable. We can be financially free. We can go where we want, when we want, which is a big thing, right? I want to be able to go where I want, when I want, eat what I want, when I want, all that sort of stuff. And then spend more time together, guys. So I put underneath here as well to say it feels surreal reading this, and I made sure I wrote all this so that I could share it with you guys at the end of the year. But then what happens, guys, is when you're trying to do these things, you know, it comes in waves. Okay, I spoke to one of my friends about it who's doing the same sort of thing but different, just not online or anything. And you have good months, you had bad months, and you gotta just work through the bad months. For a lot of you guys listening now, you're probably thinking, oh my god, that must have been so easy because he's just going up every month. The next month in May, I had a mad burnout, guys. I took a bit of time off the content. I went on holiday with my friends. I had to chill out. But then what happened, guys? I stopped putting in the work, and then the money started going down with it as well. But what I said to myself is I said, look, you need to prioritize your mental health, your well-being, make sure that you're doing some stuff for yourself as well as, you know, going hard on YouTube. That can't be your entire life working. So trying to find that balance, something that I'm still trying to do, but something that is like super important if you're trying to make it your own way. Now, June and July came, crypto wasn't really popping off. Okay, it was in a massive dip. So naturally, those 3 months, like May, June, July, they weren't bad months. They were really, really good months. But the fact that I'd seen higher months, it had made me feel like, oh, I'm not doing as much. And I think that can be what makes a big difference in how hard people work or how much they achieve. A lot of people, they put this mental cap on themselves. I had a mental cap at like 3K. I went down to 3K in those 3 months and I was stressing out. Bearing in mind the beginning of the year, guys, I was negative. Okay, I wasn't earning anything. I was withdrawing from my crypto to live. Made $500 for the first month and we were super happy with that. And then to go back down to 3K only 6 months later and feel like I was doing worse in the beginning of the year is, I don't know if it's positive, I don't know if it's negative, but it's definitely something that helps me strive for more. And again, you guys watching the video now, doesn't matter how much you earn. Like, how much you earn doesn't make you better than someone else, right? I'm putting an emphasis on this because a lot of people, they want to make money and, you know, they want to make money for the right reasons, not for, you know, trying to flex. I ain't got no rollie, okay? Don't plan on getting one anytime soon. Not until I've made my money and help, you know, help my family out, done all that sort of stuff, help my friends out. That will be when you can start to like treat yourself, right? But yeah, to have that base of 3K and feel like I should be doing more definitely helped me in the next few months. So some good, some bad. I get a lot of you guys are going to be thinking, what is this guy talking about? And I would have been the same as well, right? But then we come to August, September, and October. So like 3-4 months ago. August was like the game the game changer month for me, guys. August was the month where everything started to pick up again. I actually picked up a second job. This was like in a Web3 thing. I was like helping them with their social media. You know, sponsorships are coming back in. The YouTube channel was growing. Private group doing pretty well. Trying to do some little bits on the side for other companies here and there as well, like freelance, right? And I think I had like how many? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources of income, and that equated to 10K. It's my first 10K month. In dollars, in pounds, it was like 8K. But for me, I claim that as my first 10K month. That was in August of this year, guys. And remember, only in January, we was earning 500. So to go from 500 to then 8 months later, 10K, insane. And what helped me get there, guys, was still having that hunger and that drive, having a goal, having a set goal, knowing that I still haven't made what I need to make, or I still am not at the level that I want to be at, to make sure that I can be like fully reliable for everyone in my life. And I invested a lot over the year. I, you know, made sure that I wasn't getting too crazy with like expectations of the next month. And what a lot of people go wrong is they start to like overspend and they think, oh, I'm gonna make this every single month, blah, 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 blah. Stayed humble, right? Stayed humble, still saying yes to things, still trying my best to just make my whole life at this stage of my life, just going towards a goal, right? And aiming for that goal. I knew that by the end of the year, if I had continued the way that I was going with the trajectory, guys, it was gonna be a good year. So we're gonna skip September, October. That was the same sort of thing. So it was like, you know, like 9K in September, October dipped back down to around 5K. Then came November, which was last month. And what I want to say is I'm telling you guys this because I can tell you guys this because you're quite similar to me, and you know, you're like-minded. You made it this far in the video, so you're definitely like-minded, and you want to do more for yourself. I wouldn't tell my friends and I wouldn't tell my family, but this was the first month where I'd closed 17.5K. Now, that's insane. Like, to think about that amount of money coming through in a month, I had to break down every single thing that I made in that month for me to really like pinch myself and be like, oh my God, it's actually happening. And I used to watch these people on YouTube talk about, oh, you can make 10K in a month so easy. You can make 15K. I make this much. I make that much. And I used to think it was a load of BS. It's not a load of BS. When the snowball effect really starts to kick in, basically, guys, it is super possible for anyone to make 3K, anyone to make 5K, anyone to make 10K if you put in the hours. Remember, this is November, so this is 11 months of me on average working at least 6 days a week, at least 8 hours a day. Majority of the time, probably not healthy, and that's why I burn out a lot throughout the year as well, but I spend like 10, 11, 12 hours when I'm not actually sitting there working. It's in my mind, going through things, but the manifestation was real, guys, and I was seeing signs that I was on the right path. I don't know if any of you guys are into numerology. Maybe that's a whole separate video, but I was seeing a lot of these signs and I felt like a lot of the hard work was paying off. But to get 17.5K in 1 month was insane. What did we do? We still saved it up, guys, okay? And that's what I plan to do into the future. That's the whole plan, guys. It's now December, and this month should be, if we do it, I've noted it right here, end the year with a bang, should be my first 20K month, which is absolutely insane. So that's through working on a side business, working for another company, working on another channel, working for myself, the sponsorships, the ad revenue, my private group, trying to do side endeavors as well, trading, all this sort of stuff will now lead me to have a month which, you know, this time 5 years ago, guys, no, not even 5 years, probably more than that. When I was 21, I'm 28 now. When I was 21, I was working for a job. I was working at the gym and I made 16K a year. So to go from, that's like a whole yearly earning, and that's a lot of people's yearly earnings, right? Again, this is not a flex. This is like, remember, guys, I was on zero, negative $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, to then go to $20,000 in 1 month is insane. And that was the whole point of this video, guys, to say that it's been a crazy year. It's been really fun. I'm doing something that I enjoy. I feel really blessed that I can do this. I feel blessed that, you know, all of you guys here watching, you guys are the best. And I feel like I've got to know a lot of you guys on a personal level as well. Like, I think some YouTubers just see you guys as numbers or names. I know a lot of you guys that speak, a lot of you guys now try and voice note you in the private community, in private DMs and stuff like that, to really get to know you guys. And I think that's the main difference, right? It's great to be successful, it's great to make money, but you got to do it for the right reasons and not lose track. I think a lot of people start to lose track. They become too big for their boots. They want to go off and try and put lifestyle on the internet. I'm sure a lot of you guys, that's not really the person I am. But I wanted to make this video to say 2024, crazy year. 2025, we're gonna absolutely kill it, going ham. Like, these things just motivate me even more. I'm at a level where I feel extremely motivated. I feel extremely confident in my abilities to not have a job, to rely on myself, to be self-reliant, to know that if I put my mind to something, I can do it. And all of you guys can as well, because I was not always like this, guys. It's only been over the past couple of years that I've really become that, a bit mentally stronger, mentally whatever you want to call it, but believing in myself, right? So all of you guys watching it now, if you're thinking about starting something in 2025, whenever you're watching the video, don't put a time limit on it, just do it now. But that's it, guys. That's my little quick chat, me to you. I'm probably gonna make more videos like this. I want to like try and transition the channel a little bit away from just me sitting in the charts. We're gonna do like more real life content, more lifestyle content, or lifestyle, like showing you guys that anyone can make it, really. So if you want more content like this, let me know. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what your journey has been like so far. Where are you? It doesn't really matter where you are. Remember, money doesn't make you, okay? It's like the person you become along the way. So with that being said, peace out, guys.